Here he is, All-Pro receiver for the Detroit Lions, 4-time Pro Bowler, joining us on behalf of Little Caesars. It smells delicious. Amon-Ra St. There's like a Detroit slice vibe happening. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone obviously knows about the Detroit-style pizza. They have a new Detroit slices and sticks, which is obviously one side is Detroit-style pizza, the other side has cheese bread on it. For only $5, it's amazing. So, like I said, everyone knows about the Detroit-style pizza. It's famous, but this is a new thing Little Caesars just came out with, so everyone, they got to try it out. It's amazing. Perfect
for game day. I cannot believe Super Bowl 60 is already here. So much to talk about. I'm going to ask my control room to play a play that I loved from you that I need you to talk through. Okay, talk through this play. It's the 27-yard score. I believe it's against the Buccaneers, Week 7. Talk me through this play, please.
Yeah, I mean, this was I feel like a route that I run, or we run a lot in our offense, kind of like just a mid-cross. It was man coverage, and I feel like, when it's man, I kind of know where the ball's going. Jared knew the whole time, and so for me, it's like once I make my break, I feel like Jared knows, he's going to throw it. I feel like we've connected on this so many times in my career. And so as soon as I made the break, I knew the ball was coming. Low-key threw it kind of hard.
He did.
This thing almost went through my hands, but I was able to catch it and score.
What does the offseason look like for you guys? Not the season you wanted, not the result you wanted. Does something happen between just the players? You're mentioning Jared. Like, what do y'all do to try to get where you want to be, which is unfortunately not here hanging out with me Super Bowl week?
Yeah, I think for us, I mean, I feel like what we learned was never take anything for granted. We've had pretty good seasons the past few years, kind of on our standards, I would say, as players and coaches. It was a failure for us. We didn't make the playoffs. Didn't really do much in our division. We beat the Bears twice, which I know you love, but other than that, I mean, we didn't do much. And so,
wait, you love that? You think I love the Bears, or that I love that you beat the Bears?
That we beat the Bears, because I know you're from Chicago, so from Illinois, so I don't know how that works, but.
I think you probably loved it more than me.
Yeah, maybe, perhaps.
Honest. How did it feel to beat Ben Johnson twice? Tell me.
It felt good.
Yeah.
I love Ben as a guy, as a human being. He's amazing, great human being. But when he's on the other sideline, coaching for the Bears, it's a lot of fun beating him.
Did you make eye contact across the field, or how did that go?
It's funny. I was looking for him. I didn't see him throughout the first half.
The first game or the second game?
The second game.
Oh, okay.
First game I saw him. Second game I wasn't really paying attention to him. He was kind of blended in. He's not the biggest guy, but he was blended in. He had his hat on. And then there was one, and I think it was in the third quarter, there was a timeout we had, and I saw him just staring. He wasn't looking at us. He was just staring straight.
That's like what he does. It's so scary when they show him on camera. I'm like, why is he so scary?
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun playing them.
Yeah, it is. Any extracurriculars, no text exchange, nothing like that?
Not really. We didn't really talk throughout the year.
He's got to come on the podcast.
Got to. I texted him on Christmas. Okay. Merry Christmas and whatnot. His kids and his family are awesome people, so texted him then. And then obviously, talked to him after the season, but that's really it.
You said it was a failure this year. I think that's strong, and I believe that's true with the standard that even fans now hold you guys to with the talent. What will success be for you in 2026? What's the threshold you need to hit?
I think, success for Detroit fans now is a Super Bowl or nothing, especially with the team that we have. They expect a Super Bowl. We expect a Super Bowl. We want to be in the big game. I don't think there's really a threshold. We're expected to make the playoffs, I feel like. So the fact that we didn't make it this year was a complete failure. So, making the playoffs is, to us, the least that we can do. Winning games in the playoffs, obviously, is the goal. And then, the biggest goal is winning the Super Bowl.
Do you think that this year was, necessary for y'all to go win? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something about it turns on something competitively for you?
I wouldn't say it was necessary. I didn't like what happened this year, but I do think it will help us. I think it's going to help us moving forward, especially this upcoming year. We got, new coaches. We're going to have new players, obviously, with the draft. It's going to be a new team. Every year is a new team. So I think we're going to get that, that hunger back. Not saying we lost it, but we'll probably be more hungry than we have in the previous years. So I'm excited to get back to working OTAs and, get around the guys, the coaches, get into training camp and start the season.
Ja'Marr Chase was here yesterday with T, and they announced their new podcast.
Yeah.
And I thought of you, of course, right away. You've been doing it. How competitive is that all going to get? The more podcasts we see athletes have, and you've done such an incredible job, so you're sort of the pioneer, the person to ask about it.
Thank you.
Are you all going to be just as competitive with that as you are on the field? Talk to me about that dynamic.
It's a good question. I was thinking about that too. I was like, I feel like there's so many players that are doing podcasts now.
And you're happy for them, but you're also like, but I've been doing this, right?
Right.
Like,
Nah,
there has
I mean,
to be
I feel
some of
like
that.
the Kelsey brothers started it, man. I feel like they were the big ones. But for me, it's like it's cool to see. I love it. I feel like a lot of people think it's easier than it looks. You just go on camera and start talking, and asking questions. But having talked to some guys that have started their own podcast, it's like they understand the struggles of having to do it every week. Especially during the season when you have a busy schedule. Your only off day is on a Tuesday, and that's the day you have to record. So.
And then you need a guest, and then it's like,
exactly.
how do we handle this topic? Yeah,
you got the rundowns. Yeah. You got.
Thank you, Amon-Ra. It's not that easy. I mean, you make it look pretty easy.
No, I appreciate it.
But there'll be some weird competition. I mean, it's competitive.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
Cool.
It is. I think trying to have good guests that people enjoy watching, that have good personalities. Sometimes you'll have a guest on that doesn't speak as much, so you got to be quick to have the next question ready. So there's so much that goes into it, but it's been fun. Being on there with my brother. We're not living together. We're not around as much nowadays, so that's a time for me to catch up with him also, which is always a lot of fun. But I enjoy doing it.
Maybe you guys should have Maxx Crosby on the podcast.
That would be lit. We'd love to have Max.
He's
on.
looking for a home, I hear.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra. Listen.
Well, he knows where to go.
Lions are the top of his list.
Okay.
You mentioned it's not news to anyone that anyone would want Max on their team. You have said it. Can you just paint the dream picture of what him and Aidan, what that would freaking look like in Detroit? Like what?
I mean, I don't know how you stop him and Aidan, each on one side. It would be so lit. I feel like I can't think of a duo like Aidan and Max if they were on the same team. But again, that's neither here nor there.
Don't you let him go to Chicago. Don't you let him. I don't know if you'll sweep him this next year if that happens.
If he goes to Chicago, I'll be hurt.
Have you talked to Max?
I have not. I have not talked to him.
He's not here, obviously. I wonder if he's just getting hit up by everybody.
He probably is.
You think?
Probably is, yeah.
You should maybe just send him some pizza.
I'll send him.
Send him a Detroit-style slice and sticks pizza.
I think I will. I'll send him that. Send him a DM.
Yeah. What would the DM say?
Maybe eye emoji, just some very easy, very slight.
Very slight, yeah. Not let's just go, imagine you crushing Caleb Williams' soul. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. No Jordan Love.
Chicago, right.
Nothing like that. What's it like working with the Deal Deer?
It's amazing. Being able to shoot the shot.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Amon-Ra, I've seen it. It's hilarious.
Shot that over the summer, which is a lot of fun. They had all the props out. I mean, the way they make the whole thing look is actually crazy. You see commercials on TV and you're like, you wonder how they do it. And then when you actually shoot one, it's there's so much that goes behind it. Production, you take all these takes.
It takes forever.
Just for one to, be the best. And so it's a lot of fun. The whole deal deer, it was it looked like a real deer. And then it was moving. I was shaking. They were controlling it. It was crazy. But it was a lot of fun.
We love Little Caesars. You are repping it, guys. Grab it in time for the Super Bowl. Have a great offseason.
Thank you.
Go get in those Maxx Crosby DMs. Bring him to Detroit. We're talking about a team I'd like to see him on, Detroit feels right.
Yeah, I think so.
Detroit feels right. We'll be back after this. Martha Stewart on the show today.